You're invited to Australia's only fitness and recreation industry technology summit in Sydney on July the 21st and 22nd. This is an incredible summit that will have 4 keynote presentations, 3 TED-style talk presentations, 2 panels, and 2 workshops. Plus, there'll be a gala dinner with the first ever industry awards for technology in the fitness industry, and another keynote from the inspiring Amanda Stevens. You can now register at fitnessindustrytechsummit.com.au. Now, none of this, of course, would not be possible with the support of our absolutely amazing sponsors. And today, I'm excited to welcome Matt George to the video. Matt is the director of XBody Australia, the world leader in innovation and design in the EMS industry. With over 20 years of fitness industry experience across Australia and Europe, Matt is excited to bring this technology to Australia. So thanks to XBody Australia for supporting the Tech Summit, and welcome, Matt.
G'day, JT.
I bet there are people watching that have no idea what EMS actually is. Tell us, what is it?
JT, EMS stands for electrical muscle stimulation, and it's been used by health and medical professionals for decades, mostly as localized EMS, but in more recent years, it's been adapted to whole body EMS, where we put a suit on and we stimulate up to 12 muscle groups at the same time, while working through different movement patterns to build functional muscle. And we can decide how much stimulation each muscle group gets, how deep we want to work into the muscles, and we can even decide which type of muscle fibers we would like to work by varying the frequency. It's not new tech. I guess Bruce Lee was doing it in the 70s, and physios have been using TENS machines for pain relief for decades. But essentially what we're doing, JT, is stimulating the motor neurons, which sends a signal to the muscles to make them contract. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense. And I know it's been very popular in Europe. It's pretty new in Australia, on Australian shores, isn't it?
Yes, absolutely. It has exploded in Europe, in Asia, the Middle East, and South America. And it's just taking off now in America and Australia and England.
Do you think one of the reasons why it's taken off is because the workouts are much shorter, like it's a shorter time frame that you're working out with them, or is it just simply a different type of workout?
Well, both, JT, really. I would definitely say that the time efficiency of the 20-minute workout from a client's perspective would certainly be our biggest selling point. But just to give you an understanding of how it works compared to traditional training, in traditional training, you're getting about 35 to 40% of your muscle fibers to activate in 1 or 2 or 3 muscle groups. Whereas in EMS training, we're stimulating 90 to 95% of your muscle fibers throughout the entire body simultaneously. And that's why 20 minutes is more than enough. And it's equivalent to at least 90 minutes of resistance training in the gym.
Wow.
So it is the training time that they certainly appreciate the most.
I've got to be honest and let you into a little secret. I've had a crack in an EMS suit.
Yep.
I was amazed at how deep the stimulation goes into the muscles. Yep. But I was also very surprised at the feeling a day and a day and a half later. It truly was delayed onset muscle soreness, DOMS?
Yeah, the DOMS can be huge from this. And it's also, you know, I could talk about how it feels and whatnot all day long, but to suit up and truly experience this form of training, it's not just training, it's almost treatment and training at the same time. It's great for people to certainly build muscle and boost metabolism and burn fat, but it improves balance and posture and coordination. It's great for falls prevention. We certainly tick a lot of boxes, and it is a very exciting way to receive treatment and training at the same time.
I can definitely concur around the balance side of things, because when you're getting that stimulation, that muscle stimulation, it's quite easy to lose your balance. So I think your core gets a double workout, because you get the electro stimulation, plus you actually got your core turned on to keep your balance.
It does. And look, and even for those people, I mean, this is used in hospitals and aged care facilities as well overseas. This is not just restricted to the fitness industry. And it's great for people with restricted movement or a back injury, for example, a joint replacement, because it doesn't matter if someone can't perform a full squat. You know, even in a small movement, they're getting a huge muscle build and a huge hormonal response.
So I'm guessing, I think I know the answer to this, your expectation is that EMS through XBody is going to take off in Australia over the coming years, because we're going to follow the trends of Europe. What do you think of that? I mean, is the reality going to be 5 years? Is it 3 years? Is it 12 months? What do you think, looking into your crystal ball, it's going to take for the industry to grapple with this?
Well, yeah, look, JT, it is really interesting to see how Australia is going to take this on board. It's not a matter of if, it's just when it's going to really take off here. There are some people in the industry already doing some great stuff. But if you look globally, XBody alone has over 5,000 studios across 86 countries.
Wow.
And we're delivering 35,000 sessions a day pre-COVID. You know, and if you go to Germany, I spent 5 years living in Germany, and I watched the industry take off. I was there at the time. And what happens is the micro studio model really explodes and takes off. They pop up everywhere. And then the gyms, fitness studios cotton on 2 or 3 years down the track, and then they look at our shop-in-shop model and looking if they've got a spare corner or room in the facility where they want to incorporate this style of training into their model as well.
So I think, let's be clear, because you did talk a little bit about older people and rehab. This type of training is for anybody.
Not absolutely anybody. There are a few contraindications. So,
oh, of course, yeah.
You know, like we can't work with anyone with a serious heart problem, neural problems, cancer. And pregnant women. There's a few things we can't work with, but for general healthy populations, we certainly can. We do fantastic work with strengthening pelvic floor, people with lower back issues, a restricted movement, you know, and just all those time poor mums and dads out there.
Why would someone watching this or someone coming to the Tech Summit choose XBody?
Simply because XBody is the most established player globally, and we really care about our partners' success. So we have the experience of over 5,000 studios globally, and we've developed market-proven business model practices to help your business grow. So look, I've mentioned the micro studio model, which will take off first. And I do see this in every regional town in Australia and every suburb, in most suburbs in metropolitan cities. With the micro studio model, for example, you've got 60 to 80 square meters. You need minimal equipment, minimal space. We fit very nicely into those dead retail spaces that are popping up. And all you need along with those minimal equipment is some talented trainers. We have 3 master trainers here from the EMS Institute to provide all the training necessary. And we're backed by a full marketing and medical support team in Europe. We've got the resources portal, we've got the ops guides, the design and layout guides. We've really got the know-how to help you establish your business, and we'll certainly show you how to start small, grow safely, and succeed in scaling your business.
So a couple of things there that I want to pick up on and just quiz you on. You talked about the trainers. So I'm assuming that they would need to have minimum Cert 4, and then your training is layered on top of that?
Absolutely. So a minimum Cert 4 requirement. So we do work with a lot of Cert 4 personal trainers, EPs, and physios. Okay. This is also used by the allied health professionals within their own practices as well. Mm-hmm. So that's the minimum requirement we are looking for, and then we provide the training on top of that.
And if somebody's watching and they wanted to put it into their club and upskill half a dozen of their own trainers and run this as a new profit center, for want of a better description, inside their club, or whether they want to set up their standalone shop, you mentioned marketing. So there's a whole suite of marketing products behind the scenes that they have access to.
Absolutely. So yeah, we've got the base of marketing, the marketing portal, which they can tap into. There's wonderful resources, videos and advertising campaigns and whatnot. We can also take it an extra step if the studios or clubs would like, and actually manage their organic content. We can schedule their campaigns for a small fee. We can take it that next step for them, because what we're finding is we are attracting a lot of investors actually that want that cookie cutter model, and we've got the experience and the know-how to help them roll out their business and then advertise and promote it properly.
Probably not a great thing for you, but this is not mainstream in the industry yet. So anybody watching today and anyone that comes to the Tech Summit and can ask more questions and quiz you, really this could be a key differentiator for you in the marketplace if you were to put XBody inside the club.
Yeah, absolutely. It offers that point of difference and that unique selling point in your club, and you can just look at what they've done overseas, and there will be a couple of big chains that will definitely pick this up. But you know, there's also the personal trainers would really want to look at this as well as a viable business option. You can the beauty of XBody is you can start small. And for a small investment, and then build on your investment. We can start with one-on-one training, and you can build up your number of suits and wireless belt packs, and you can train up to 6 people at once wirelessly and simultaneously.
So there's an interesting tip. It is wireless. Yeah.
Yes.
So does that mean people could do it outdoors?
Absolutely. So our XBody is also the most innovative player in the industry. So when COVID hit, we certainly pivoted and for the first time ever stepped outside the studios and clubs and developed the tablet option. Now, our technology is the only mobile option and studio option that's offering Wi-Fi based communications rather than Bluetooth. So a much more stable and stronger connection from the device to the receiver.
Does it take much bandwidth? Because you know Australia's much slower.
It is much slower than Europe, but no, it's fine. It has its own like the tablet, for example, has its own internal router and works purely as an XBody device.
Matt, this is fascinating stuff, and I think I'm really excited that you're coming and supporting the Tech Summit, because I think as an industry, it's exciting to have a new product that's a different product for us to look at. And I keep coming back to what you said very early in the differentiation is the deeper muscle stimulation, greater muscle stimulation, and a 20-minute workout. Like there's some big boxes to tick for our members, but also to get people who aren't already in gyms into our gyms.
Yeah, absolutely. Look, the results it produces are fantastic. The applications of this technology is truly exciting. And that's why I've been jumping on this journey, and to get this going here in Australia, it's an absolute honor. And, you know, I couldn't be more passionate about this form of training. It's fantastic and it's exciting times ahead.
Well, we are looking forward to seeing you at the Tech Summit. We've got you on a panel, so we're going to be able to quiz you some more questions, not just about XBody, but about tech in the industry. But for those that are watching, you will be able to catch up with Matt at our boutique trade show, which will be on the 22nd of July on the second day. So thanks, Matt, for joining us today. A final reminder to everybody that early bird closes the 15th of May. And you need to go to the fitnessindustrytechsummit.com.au website. That's fitnessindustrytechsummit.com.au website in order to grab your registration to attend this 1.5 day amazing summit focusing on technology, July 21st and 22nd in Sydney. Matt, final word to you, sir.
Look, I'm excited to be on board, JT, and I'm really looking forward to your event. I'll pop my details in the comments section as well if anyone would like to get in touch with me at xbodyaustralia.com.au and or find out any more. I'm open, all ears, and look forward to seeing everybody in July.
Thanks, Matt.
Thanks, JT.